She never wore gold, never needed it, because when she spoke, her words shimmered like treasure and healed like time. The kind of woman who didn't shine, she glowed. This is for the women who glow quietly, who let their light do the talking. For the women who are gold, not because they wear it, but because they are it. For the woman who doesn't need gold to complete her, because she is already whole. For the woman who doesn't need gold to make her beautiful, because she's a masterpiece. For the woman whose beauty doesn't come from what she has, but from what she is. For the woman who doesn't need to shout to be heard, because when she speaks, people listen. For the woman who doesn't have to prove herself, because her actions speak volumes. For the woman who doesn't need to wear gold, because when she walks into a room, the room glows with her light. If you know a woman like this, share this with her. Let her know that she is appreciated. Let her know that she is loved. Let her know that she is enough, just the way she is. If you are a woman like this, know that you don't need gold to complete you. Know that your worth is not determined by what you have or what you wear, but by who you are. Know that you don't need to prove yourself to anyone. Your actions speak louder than words. Know that you don't need to shout to be heard. Your voice resonates with the quietest strength. Know that you don't need to wear gold because you already are it. Aisha Tyler, an American actress, director, and comedian, once said, "Women who seek to fulfill the male gaze do a disservice to themselves, because it's the male gaze that commodifies women. It's the male gaze that reduces women to objects. It's the male gaze that objectifies women, and that's detrimental to us all." This couldn't be more true. Women who try to please the male gaze, who try to conform to society's unrealistic beauty standards, who try to be someone else's idea of a woman, are doing themselves a disservice. They are reducing themselves to objects, to things that can be bought and sold. They are allowing themselves to be objectified, which is harmful to everyone. So here's to the women who refuse to conform to society's expectations. Here's to the women who don't try to please the male gaze. Here's to the women who are comfortable in their own skin. Here's to the women who don't need makeup to enhance their beauty, who don't need plastic surgery to improve themselves, who don't need to wear revealing clothing to attract attention. Here's to the women who are beautiful inside and out. We are living in a time where women are constantly bombarded with messages telling them that they are not good enough, that they are not beautiful enough, that they need to change themselves in order to be loved or accepted. But these messages are not true. You don't need to change yourself to be loved or accepted. You are perfect just the way you are. You are beautiful just the way you are. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. So here's to the women who glow quietly, to the women who let their light do the talking, to the women who are gold, not because they wear it, but because they are it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. She never wore gold, never needed it, because when she spoke, her words shimmered like treasure and healed like time. The kind of woman who didn't shine, she glowed. Some women are born with an aura so bright, they don't need any ornament to enhance their beauty. Their radiance is their own. You can tell them apart from a mile away. They walk with purpose. They speak with power. Their presence is a comfort. Their absence, a void. Some women are born with voices like honey, smooth and sweet. When they enter a room, they bring sunshine with them. Everyone wants to be near them, to bask in the golden glow of their laughter, to drink deep from the nectar of their words. Such women do not need gold to define them. Their voices already sound like treasures. She had a voice like that, and I remember thinking, I hope one day my voice sounds like hers, strong and sure, capable of soothing the stormiest of seas. When I met her, I was a wide-eyed girl, barely out of my teens. She was all of 24 then, a year older than me. yet she carried herself with the grace of a woman twice my age. I was drawn to her like a moth to a flame, and soon enough, I found myself sitting at her feet, soaking up every word she said, hoping to absorb some of that strength, some of that quiet confidence that seemed to exude from her very pores. She was everything I wanted to be: outspoken, intelligent, witty, compassionate. Her mind was a vault of knowledge, her heart a well of empathy. The way she commanded respect without demanding it was both fascinating and inspiring. I remember thinking, I want to be just like her. I was lucky enough to have her as my mentor. She saw something in me, a raw, untapped potential perhaps. Or maybe she simply recognized the same yearning for knowledge that had once driven her. Either way, she took me under her wing and began to shape me, mold me into the kind of woman I could one day become. She taught me the power of a well-timed silence, the strength in vulnerability, the beauty of authenticity. She showed me how to embrace my femininity without losing sight of my purpose. Under her guidance, I blossomed. I began to see the world not as a place to be endured, but as a stage to be celebrated. Years passed, the kind of years that test the strength of bonds, that challenge the limits of endurance. Yet our connection only grew stronger with time. Through it all, her voice remained my anchor, her words my guiding light. She was my confidant when I had no one else to turn to. She was my cheerleader when self-doubt threatened to consume me. She was my reality check when I got lost in the labyrinth of my own making. In essence, she was my mirror, reflecting back at me the best version of myself. It was only when I stepped back that I realized the magnitude of her influence, the depth of her impact on my life. She had been more than a mentor. She had been a catalyst, a force of nature that had set my soul on fire and shown me the limitless possibilities that lay within me. Today, as I stand on the cusp of my dreams, as I look out at the world with hope and anticipation, I know that none of it would have been possible without her. For it was she who first believed in me, who saw the gold in my voice and helped me to find my shine. To all the women out there who glow quietly, who let their actions speak louder than words, who possess a quiet strength that can move mountains, this is for you. You are the gold in your voice. And remember, sisters, when we support each other, we amplify our voices, and together we become a chorus that can change the world. Thank you for listening, and if you like this story, follow us for more updates.